Pause. Nhưng mà save flood.
a solid match, but our challenge... Talk about carnage, am I right? I'm lucky I got out of that. He made a serious... Congratulations to you, though we found the canyons. Stay tuned.
Congratulations, Cloud. As such, I have a talented player by the name of Cameron. I believe that you would perhaps you want to see.
not so fast. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Not so fast. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Namaki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our veil and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around. Nanaki never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it. While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories. Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity. That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
Half of the research materials archived
Welcome to you.
Oh, they are essential to my studies of the planet.
Here we seek the wisdom of the planet.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. There's so much Oh, you won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies. That again, huh? The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the 3 of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize we've entered an era in which humanity exerts and as both the planet and so too must science. Yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable...
We've all been waiting.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might... Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small.
Come on in.
Celestial calamity.
Right this way.
This village is lame. Did you know none of them? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards.
Fancy running into you here. Say, how... The beauty of this place is unreal. Pictures can't. Wonders such as these, I want to believe. I'm looking for spots with a spiritual feel, so expansive and enthralling. Our planet is the greatest artist. The way the
you all.
Professor Gas, tell me.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, follow me if you would.
Or to focus on deepening our own understanding. Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
I ask you this. Who among you has looked inward into the universe of the soul?
A seminar is in progress.
I've always been a reader, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing.
Blessings of the planet upon you. Fellow Bugenhagen sent word that you might be joining us. You are
According
more
to him,
than welcome to do
a
so.
big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy as other folks. And I was a burden on the planet.
Please continue on into the assembly.
That extra energy I received from the planet, it was a blessing. And after imbuing it with my compassion and intellect, I'll give it right back. No way is that a waste.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll See you at the festival.
Meditation has really helped me. The voice of the planet. Everything.
All the time spent here.
I ask you this. Who among you has looked inward?
To the practice of mindful breathing.
You're interested in learning more about planetology?
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, my chest swells with so much pride, I feel like it'll burst. But when it comes to my dad, I just... Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
No, we fight, or nothing will change.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc. Thanks.
She would never forsake us. When you die, you return to the planet? Psst, that has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Why do you think that?
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof.
Did you? I had the pleasure. Said it was G. So what?
Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, I've learned something, all right. That these planetologists would rather... it was so what?
What do you want to do?
Not nothing. That's for damn sure. Maybe it's time for... I had the... Said it was she decided. So what?
No, we fight.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc.
Some carry a fire that rivals.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere, if they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here, to welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this, like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere, if they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here, to welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this, like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere, if they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here, to welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this, like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere, if they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here, to welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this.
Planetology,
Left the Vale
Avalanche,
Marlene, they call themselves. They were young,
I don't know,
but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere, if they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here, to welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done. Some carry a fire that rivals even this, like the youths who left the Vale years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet